Hello everyone, I am Rajesh Sharma in front of you. Now today we discuss about an important topic of the level of the class 12th of any board to like as ICSC, CBSC and UP board, capacitor. What is a capacitor? A body to be consumed the amount of charge is known as the capacitor and it is denoted by C is equal to Q by B. 1 coulomb upon 1 volt is equal to 1 farad. That is the SI unit of the capacitor. 1 microfarad is equal to 10 power minus 6 farad. And 1 picofarad is equal to 10 power minus 12. Capacitor is also behave as the combination of two metallic plate, positive and negative, that is also behave as the sometime as the cell. It is generally two types. One is simple capacitor and another is variable capacitor. What is the simple capacitor? If the value of the capacitor will not be changed and it is also behave as the condenser for the fan and another different electronic appliances. But the variable capacitor, its value to be changed, increase and decrease, that is known as the variable capacitor. Now we discuss about the different types of the capacitor. Is generally useful in our daily life. Now we discuss about the parallel plate capacitor. Our topic is the parallel plate capacitor. What is a parallel plate capacitor? When the two metallic parallel plates, one is connected from the gold foil and another is connected from the earthing. If the amount of charge is transferred from the gold foil to the metallic plate A, then the metallic plate A is behave as the donor for the plate B and the amount of the excess charge particle to be transferred from the metallic plate A to metallic plate B. Now use the earthing, that will be increase and decrease the amount of charge. Now we first draw the figure of the parallel plate capacitor to like as if two metallic plates A and B and A is connected from the gold foils and B is connected with earthing. The gold foil is also behave as the source for the metallic plate A and the excess amount of the charge to be transferred from A to B to like as before lost the energy, the gold foil is thick and white. If by and by the gold foil to be lost the amount of charge and it is also behave as the source for the metallic plate A and the excess electron to be transferred from A to B, A have the positively charge and B have the negative charge. If the value of the excess electron is maximum, then the body to be lost the amount of charge and the figures 2 is represented the property of the gold foil after lost the energy to like as. Then the gold foil is converted thin and narrow to like as. The diagram is represented to the energy loss of the gold foil after the energy loss from A to B. We know that the relation of electric field strength E is equal to sigma epsilon naught, and we identify to the value of the parallel plate capacitor in terms of area and the distance between the two metallic parallel plates. We know that the relation of electric field E is equal to V by D. Therefore, the new relation is stabilized. V by D is equal to sigma epsilon naught. We know that the relation of the sigma, that is the Q by A, that is the surface charge density, and we put the value of sigma Q by A in the relation, that will be in form of Q by A epsilon naught. We know that the relation of the capacitor C is equal to Q by V. Therefore, we identify to the value of V is equal to Q by C, and we put the value of Q by C in the term of V by D. Q by C, D is equal to Q A epsilon naught. Now Q is cancelled from Q and the relation is stabilized. C is equal to A epsilon naught by D. It is the combination of the parallel plate capacitor when the gold foil to be lost the amount of charge, because the gold foil is behave as the source for the metallic plate A, and the metallic plate is also covered by the isolated body. Therefore, the excess electron will not be transferred from here and there. Now the relation to be stabilized, C is equal to A epsilon naught by D. Now we discuss about the another type of capacitor to like as isolated spherical capacitor. The different types of capacitor is also very useful in the electronic appliances to like as the condenser and another electronic appliances too. Now we discuss about the isolated spherical capacitor. What is the isolated spherical capacitor? When no any conducting material beside on the substance, that is also known as the isolated spherical capacitor. To like as the radius of the isolated capacitor is R, we know that the relation of the electric potential V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. If the relation of the capacitor C is equal to Q by V, we put the value of V in the equation 2 from the equation first. Now the relation is stabilized. C is equal to Q upon Q 4 pi epsilon naught R. Now Q is cancelled from Q. Then our relation is stabilized. C 4 pi epsilon naught R. The value of the capacitor is directly proportional to the radius, and the new relation is formed. C upon C naught is equal to Kr, where K is behave as the dielectric constant and it is also behave as the insulating material to like as the wax, plastic and etc. Now we discuss about the another type of capacitor, that is known as the concentric spherical capacitor. What is the concentric spherical capacitor? When the two capacitors are connected from same center, that is known as the concentric spherical capacitor. Let us consider the center of the both capacitor is O and the radius are A and B. The value of the charge for A plus Q and the value of the charge for B is minus. Now the potential to be developed in the capacitor to like as VA. Now the value of the potential Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught A, equation first, and the second potential VA or V1, V2 is equal to minus Q 4 pi epsilon naught B. There A and B of the radius of the given concentric spherical capacitor, and we identify to the total potential V is equal to V1 plus V2. Therefore, Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught common in this term. Now the relation 1 minus A minus 1 by B. Then the value of potential Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught B minus A upon AB. To like as equation third. We identify to the value of the concentric spherical capacitor. We know that the relation C is equal to Q by B. Therefore, we identify to the value of capacitor C is equal to Q by B. We put the value V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught AB QB minus A. Now Q is cancelled, then relation is stabilized. C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught AB upon B minus A. That was the generally mathematical term of the concentric spherical capacitor. We know that what is the concentric spherical capacitor? If the two capacitors C1 and C2 are connected from the same center, and afterward it will be connected from the earthing. Now the relation is stabilized. C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught AB upon B minus A. But in our NCERT problem, that question to be changed in that form, it will be changed the radius R1 and R2. Then the relation is stabilized. C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught R1 R2 upon R2 minus R1. That was the generally same process to the concentric spherical capacitor to identify if the radius A and B, if the radius change R1 and R2, then the mathematical relation is change. C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught R1 R2 upon R2 minus R1. That was the total summary of the concentric spherical capacitor. Now we discuss about the another type of the capacitor to like as a Wheatstone bridge type of capacitor. What is the Wheatstone bridge? That was generally described by an American scientist C.A. Wheatstone in 1930. That was the basically concept of the chapter 4.3 current and electricity to explain by the Kirchhoff first law and second law. We know that the first law, that is also called the junction law, when two or more current in inward direction of the junction, then equal amount of the current to be go outward direction of the junction, but the algebraic sum to be 0. And second law, that is also called a loop law, when any circuit to be closed and it will be the total amount of the potential difference developed between the positive and negative plate clockwise and anti-clockwise, but the algebraic sum to be 0, and it is also known as the Kirchhoff second law. Now we discuss about the Wheatstone bridge capacitor. The Wheatstone bridge capacitor, that was the combination of 5 capacitor, is connected in form of bridge. Therefore, it is also called a Wheatstone bridge type of capacitor. To like this. We know that the Kirchhoff first law, that is called the junction law, to like as if any junction that was represented at the point 2, then 2 or more current in inward direction of junction to like as I1, I2 and I3. But the value of I4 and I5, that will be going outward direction of the junction, but the algebraic sum to be remain constant to like as I1 plus I2 plus I3 minus I4 and I5, the mathematical value will be 0. It can be easily represented by an example. Let us consider 2 ampere, 3 ampere and 4 ampere current go inward direction of junction, but I4 and I5, that will be go in outward direction of junction to like as the total addition of the current I1, I2 and I3. For given figure, we identified the total sum of the current inward and outward. The total sum of current is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 and I4 and I5, that will be going outward direction of the junction and the algebraic sum to be negative. Therefore, total sum of current 2 plus 3 plus 4 minus I4 and I5 minus 5 and minus 4, its value is 0. That is obeyed to the Kirchhoff first law. In same manner, when the Wheatstone bridge type of capacitor is useful in our electronic devices, then the mathematical term is written in that form to like as C1, C2, C3 and C4. In between, that was the C5. When we observe the value of capacitor, the value of C5 will be neglected because it is behave as the galvanometer in the system of the Wheatstone bridge. When the 5 resistance are connected in form of Wheatstone bridge, then the 5th resistance is behave as the galvanometer and its value is the virtual or imaginary, then it will be neglected. In the same way, when the Q1 charge and the Q2 charge is transferred from the junction and the potential is developed between VA minus VB is equal to Q1 by C1, equation 1. VA minus VD is equal to Q2 by C4, equation 2, and we identified the potential difference VB minus VD is equal to Q1 by C2, equation 3, and the new relation is formed VC minus VD is equal to Q2 by C3, equation 4. Equation 1 is divided by equation 3 and equation 2 is divided by equation 2 is divided by equation 4. Now the new relation is stabilized. VA minus VB upon VB minus VD is equal to VA minus VD upon VC minus VD. Now the relation is stabilized. Q1 by C1 upon Q1 by C2 is equal to Q2 C4 upon Q2 C3. C2 by C1 and C3 by C4, then we can be identified to the value of given relation C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4. That was the relation of the Wheatstone bridge type of the capacitor, and we can be identified to the well. Now we discuss about the another topic in our next video. Until then, goodbye.